Good morning everyone, it's Friday today. I've done a little short video already today, not a crochet one though, but one when I was just downtown to pick up a few bits and bobs in the rain, although the sun's actually coming out now. So I thought I'd just show you that I'm starting the new queen. I showed you the queens yesterday that I'd done, the queen in the garden, the green. So I'm making a start in the yellow. This is going to be the hat, so I will thought I'd show you it at the very beginning today, and then I'll try and add bits on so you can see each part being made. So that's going to be the hat, and obviously as you can see my crochet buddy Ned's not far away as per usual. So the hat is finished. Obviously the hat itself, it's made on a slight angle, as you can see there, the top sloping down. That's just so it sits nicely on the Gonk Queen's head, at a nice little angle. So that just needs some flowers putting on it, which I will do at the end. I've also made the nose, which is really easy. There's a tiny bit of stuffing in there just to sew around. Now I'm doing my least favourite parts, which are the arms. They're easy, it's not that they're hard, it's just because they're small, there's not very many stitches going around, as you can see, so I'm constantly moving the stitch marker till they're long enough. I mean, I could count the stitches, but again, there's an awful lot of counting in patterns anyway. So this way, at least with the stitch marker, I know when I'm back to the beginning again. But I say it's quite repetitive, but I've only got to make 2 and they're not very long, so 9 rows there. So I'm on round, I've done 4 rounds, so I've got 5 left to do, and that's one arm done. Then I've got to do the other one, and that's what they'll look like. Then you just sort of pinch them. You don't stuff the arms, you just sort of pinch the tops of them together like that when it's finished, and just go, you do a stitch through, crochet stitch through side to side just to join it so they're joined. And then when you actually come to join them to the body, you actually crochet them into the body as you're going, which I'll try to show you a little bit later. And yes, Lazy Ned is still there, asleep. Good morning, it's Saturday morning. I've managed to get all the pieces made ready, so I've just got to sew them together today. That's the nose, which is going to go roughly about here. I have to put the hat on first just to make sure I get the nose in the right place. I need to sew some flowers, which I made onto the hat first before I put that on. Then the nose, then sew the hat on, and then I'm just going to sew some little buttons. As like we said before, I don't use actual beads, just as a safety thing. So I'll put this one back on later when she's all in one piece. And Ned's been joined today by Tabitha, so he's a bit squished up on his seat today. There we go. Queen is all finished. So we've sewn her flowers onto her hat. Popped her nose on. Just some little buttons. Hair, I forgot to mention the hair. Hair I find a bit tricky. I need to find a suitable way of curling wool, really. If you have a look in the picture, the hair's quite curled. It's supposed to be done by winding it around a hook, and then I think it said using a maybe a hair dryer or something on a high heat, but I tried wrapping it around a hook, spraying it and then putting it out to dry, and it was quite curly when I unravelled it, but it's only got a little bit of a curl now. But the overall look I'm quite pleased with. I've actually sewn this one's arms down. I didn't the other one, but these arms seem to be a little bit flappy, so I've just put a tiny stitch in just to hold them down. So she's all done, and I'll just share the shop where you can buy the pattern, which is there. Again, she has quite a few patterns on there, which is nice. And then we've got these two settle themselves down for the day now. And that's where we make the queen.